Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first edition of College Football Unscripted's weekly podcast. I'm your host, Tyler, and I'm here with my friend, fan, and owner of Total Sports HQ, Anthony.
What's up, everybody? Tyler, I appreciate you for having me on, man. Thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate you for coming on. Crazy week in the college football. What were your main takeaways? Give me the last week in about a sentence.
Yeah, a lot of upsets, a lot of big plays, big hits. Very exciting. Another exciting week of college football in the good old USA, baby.
All right. So I don't know about you. I watched around 5 games. You want to jump right in?
Yeah. We'll jump right in. Jump right into it. Let's get it going.
All
Let's get
right.
it rocking.
So, first one I have here is Florida versus Georgia. What do you think?
Yeah. Good game. Great game. It was a tight one. Georgia QB Stockton, 20 for 29, 2 TDs. Threw a pick. Was looking good early on though. Looking like a solid quarterback should. No complaints. Defense was something. Not bad. They were all right.
That's an understatement. I think it was a lot closer than it probably should have been. I mean, when you're fifth ranked Georgia and you're going against like a 3 Florida team, you don't
Yeah.
want it to be decided by like one score, right? I think it's a lot closer than it should have been. I mean, obviously Georgia was efficient with their ball management,
Yeah.
but you don't want it to be this close when you're going up against a 3-4 Florida Gators team who have gone through a coach, probably have another one, second one on a hot seat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, obviously they're 7 on their third down efficiencies for Georgia, so the offense is still very much there. They beat Florida in both rushing, passing, and just yards per game here. So they're still firing on all cylinders, I think. But yeah, I think the defense is one thing that decided this. I made sure that it wasn't an upset, unlike some of the other games we saw this week.
Yeah. But you know what? The fact that they're 3 of 4, the Gators, is something that for some reason it didn't clue into me that the Gators were not a winning football team this year. You know what I mean? Because they had success. I believe it was in college basketball there. So I assume winning with the Gators. When the Gators are 3 and 4, it's kind of like, all right. You know, you got DJ Lagway. I might get some flack for whoever's watching me and you talk about this, but I think he's just a poor man, DeMarcus Russell. Like he's just the way he throws, the way he runs the ball with the ball, like it just reminds me of that. And when they went up against Georgia, I saw a lot of that, but not a lot of answers from Georgia. Not a lot of stoppage. You know what I mean? Not a lot of, like if that makes sense on the
Yeah,
defensive side.
absolutely. And yeah, like it goes back to they're obviously a very good football team. No taking that away from them.
Yeah,
Everyone has their off games, and
exactly.
this just tended to be one of them, especially for the defense, right?
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I just want to talk about Zach Brandt. He played pretty good there. He was what do you have? Look at stats here. 10 catches for 112 yards. That's not bad. That's a pretty good game. Pretty good game.
Yeah, I think he's as you said to me before we even started recording. I think he's a steady, reliable player who has that clutch factor when he needs it,
Yeah.
and he
I agree.
clearly showed it today, or not today, but this week. And
This week.
obviously, they sneak away with the win here.
Yeah, absolutely. Good one for Georgia. Good one for Georgia, I guess, right?
Absolutely. What other games did you watch this week?
I don't know about you, but I tuned into that Ohio State Penn State game. Did you tune into that one at all, or?
I certainly did. I really didn't know what to expect because it's the number one team in college football going up against 3-4 Nittany Lions,
Yeah.
which just like Florida, you wouldn't expect them to be there, but it's just it's another team that's having an off year,
Yeah.
be it recruitment, be it whatever it is. But no, it's the game pretty much was exactly what I expected it to be.
Exactly. Yeah. Like you got what's his name, Julian saying, I'm just saying what I'm saying. That guy's a dog.
Well, yeah, and yeah, like he went 20 for 23, I think that game, right? 316
Yeah,
yards. Like,
yeah. Woo.
what what more can you ask out of a quarterback?
No,
Genuinely,
no,
what more?
no,
Um,
no,
I
not
do
much.
think he's a very, very solid Heisman candidate this year, along with his teammate Jeremiah Smith, who
Yeah,
also
another. No.
had a very solid game. And
Yeah.
like you gain 123 yards out of a wide receiver. Like I
What
can't
is it?
remember how
Two
many
TDs
targets
he
he
got?
had.
He got
Sorry,
two
what?
TDs, I think it was, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Was that what it was?
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, come on. He
one
just
thing I will say though, kind of same as our conversation with Georgia there. Ohio State dominant, right? But this was a game that you kind of saw their defense struggle a little bit more, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't know about you, but especially in the first half, right? They allowed 14 points in the first half.
yeah,
Just for
yeah.
reference, they've allowed 12 points in all of their previous games combined in the first half.
Yeah, that's wild. When you say it like that, like you say it like that and you see the score, okay, 38-14. They didn't get another point after that. But mind you, like they had Ohio State kind of like, whoa, 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 like we haven't faced this kind of team that has so much pushback, right? And then kind
Yeah.
of like, after halftime, it was kind of like Ohio State put the was kind of like, all right, strap our boots, pin straps on, and let's finally start playing some ball, right? And they just came out and did what Ohio State does, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah,
And uh like even everything all considered with that little bit more shaky first half, I still think their defense allows what, like 6.8 points per game, like
yeah,
on
that's
average.
that's
Like
crazy.
there's
That's
they're
crazy.
still they're still the first ranked defensive team in all of college football. Uh
Yeah.
and then I don't know if you caught this, but there was a little bit of a feel good story, a little bit of not controversy, so to say, but uh off the field antics with Penn State's backup QB Ethan Gunkmeyer, who,
Okay.
if you don't know, he was a Ohio State born and raised fan growing up, and he came back and played his old stomping ground, I guess.
Look at
Obviously,
that, back in the good old playground.
it's always a good feeling when you get to go back to like where you were raised and see see like your hometown team or whatever.
Absolutely.
Obviously for Gunkmeyer, not an ideal game for him, but you got to feel for the kid. And yeah, I think that was one of the cooler stories coming out of a more or less uneventful first versus unranked game.
Exactly. And going back to what's his name? How do you say that guy's name again? Going back home, what was
Gunkmeyer,
yeah, him, that guy, whatever his name is.
Grunkmeyer,
It
yeah,
remind me of a story, but when I played soccer growing up, okay, and I
yeah,
played on a different team than my boys, okay. So we
yeah,
went to the same school and everything together. And when it was always time to play them, I always wanted to make sure I put on an extra performance because I
yeah.
was playing my boys, and then I had their parents watching too. So I always had to put on a good performance for the moms out there, make sure that they knew that Big Anthony was doing his thing, right? So
Yeah.
it's
So
nerve wracking playing in front of you're playing in front of your team that you like, and then people that are in the
all
stands
your
looking
friends,
at you.
family.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts.
I will say one highlight for them. Obviously, didn't get much going after the first half, but they were 8 for 15 on their third down attempts
Yeah,
against
that's
the number one ranked defense. It's nothing to scoff at. Obviously,
no,
it will
no,
go
no.
for them, but just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Just saying, right? We just saying.
So I don't know if you've looked at this, but Ohio State's actually launched saying as a Heisman candidate online with the hashtag "We're saying Heisman."
We're saying Heisman. That's hey,
That
hey. We're saying Heisman, and you know what? No, no, we'll leave it later. We'll leave it later. We'll leave that one
so.
for later.
With that being said, though, with him and Jeremiah Smith, both of them could realistically be very high value Heisman candidates. Who do you think is the better candidate on this Ohio State team?
Oh, we're getting into this right now. Okay, all right. Well, you know what? I'm just saying that the Heisman is gonna go to my boy Julian Big Dog saying. That's who's getting it. That's who's getting it.
How'd you describe his performance to me? I think you said he has surgical precision and flawless
Yes. Surgical performance with flawless execution. That's what it is.
So it might be controversial saying no to Jeremiah Smith, but I think we're just saying he might be saying his name on that Heisman.
Right.
And then just to wrap this game up, as if this is any surprise already, Ohio State's already a 27.5 point favorite for their game next weekend. So are we going to see more or less the same this next week as Ohio State tramples another team? Or
yeah, I think 27.5 is going to be what it's going to be at halftime. You know what I mean? Like, no, it'll be a game, but I think Ohio State will it's way too much for Purdue to even.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, I agree with you. As boring of an opinion as that may be. So
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. The third game that I watched, which if you can't tell, we have a trend here. It's another upset.
Okay. Yeah.
Texas versus Vanderbilt. How'd you feel about that game?
I mean, I'm gonna give my hats off to Texas on this one. My good old boys down in Texas. Yeah, right. I like Arch Manning. I'm a big fan of him. I think he played good. What was he? 25 of 33 for 3 touchdowns, I think it was. I think he
328 total yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a great game for him. I mean, as much as everyone says it's an upset. I mean, I always looked at Texas as this was a winnable game for Texas. I mean, I don't know about you, but I always thought Texas would hold the dub in this one.
No, I definitely see where you're coming from, and I think obviously Vanderbilt has been a little bit hot this season.
Yeah,
and they might fall back down to earth. But no, Texas looks solid, and it's built off of their offense, right? Just they're
and sorry to cut you off there, Tyler. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I don't want to just sit here and knock Vanderbilt because I mean they're good. They're a good program over there. Like they're good. I like what they got going on. It's just I like I said, Texas is one of those teams where you got Texas Vanderbilt. Like if you're a betting man like me myself, I'm picking Texas, right? But I mean, if you really break it down, like if you're breaking it down and you're looking at it and you're going like, man, Vanderbilt they're here to play some ball this year. Like, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, like even with Vanderbilt, like I know I mentioned some slack on them, but that like they were 2 for 2 on their 4th down efficiency, right? Like they have that clutch factor. They've proven that they can perform when needed, right?
Exactly. Which I'd expect the way this is going with Vanderbilt to be Florida, the Gators. I thought they would be this way, right? Like I thought they would have that factor, and they just don't, and that's why they're 3-4, and Vanderbilt's whatever 6-2 or something, whatever they got going on now. But yeah,
One thing I will say though, and this was kind of noticeable when I was watching the game. Holy shit, there was a lot of sacks from Texas. I think totally got 6. Like
6, it was 6 sacks. That's what they ended with.
Yeah, Yeah.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Yeah.
So where maybe they're not getting that fourth down efficiency, they're definitely putting pressure on that offensive line, and
Agreed.
clearly it couldn't necessarily handle it as much as Texas's offensive line could, right?
Agreed. I agree with you. But then again, like my view, like people might hear my view on college ball and be like, oh, this guy's an idiot. You know what I mean? But Texas is one of those teams where, good D line, good O line, good backs, good quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That's Texas ball, right? Hard nosed ball.
Well, yeah, and like
Yeah,
even if you don't watch college football, you still know who the Texas Longhorns are, right?
exactly.
So they have that identity and they're playing to it, and they're finding very good success with it.
Yeah. I wanted to mention though before I know we're talking a lot about Texas here. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
it's Texas. But they had a receiver, Ryan Wingo, 89 yards. Two catches, 89 yards, and he was ball like he was playing great. I don't only had like two catches, but I mean he looks like someone that I mean that's trust if his injury's all right, if he's all right, which I think he should be, but if he's all right, he's someone that can be reliable,
yeah.
reliable person for
Yeah, he could be one of those.
Manning.
We always talk about like late bloomers and dark horses in the NFL draft, and
Yeah.
he could very well fit that category.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you for sure.
And I know you have this fun thing where you do the dog of the day. Who was the dog of the day in this matchup for you?
In this matchup yesterday, sorry,
This past week.
I'm gonna go. I'm hesitant to say it because we talk about Texas a lot, but
Yeah,
in this game there was a dog, Eli Stowers. All right,
yeah.
7 catches. Let me look at my notes here. 7 catches, 146 yards, 2 TDs. Woof woof. Dog of the day.
Like that's half of Vanderbilt's passing yards alone, right? So
Right.
talking about an offensive motor, that kid's got it. Because yeah,
Yeah.
overall their passing yards 365, and he got
146.
46 by himself. That yeah,
Yeah.
right. All right.
That's why I was hesitant to say it because we talked about Texas and I was like, oh, Vanderbilt. Then you asked me the dog of the day. I was like, oh, I checked my notes in the year. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about Mr. Eli.
It's okay to be a hypocrite sometimes, right? No,
It is.
all right. Any other comments you want to make about that game?
No, just horns up, baby. That's all you gotta say.
All right. And then one of the last games we're going to talk about here, USC versus Nebraska. I was not able to catch this game, but I know you did. Big Cornhuskers fan. What'd you notice?
Yeah, okay. I gotta say something about this guy here. All right, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Rayola, however his name is, Patrick Mahomes Jr. Okay, it's weird watching that guy. Like it's like Mahomes. You know what I mean? Like not in the play. Like I'm not talking his plays like Mahomes because I don't think anyone's just like that.
Yeah.
Right? That's another story for another day. But the way he guy walks, his haircut, his sunglasses. I think he's even got a girlfriend that looks exactly like his wife there. So it's just a little weird. That's all I gotta say on that. But USC did win,
Yeah.
right? Was it 21-17?
Yes. Fashion choices aside, they secured the victory.
But USC's quarterback there, he had a brutal day.
Yeah, I heard that.
Brutal day. It was a 9 for 23, no TDs, one pick. Like
I'm not good
like,
at math. You know me. I've never studied math, but 9 for 23 can be a good percentage.
no,
Sounds
that's
like the percentage from one of my math tests, actually.
that's what the scores. Yeah, Yeah. No, it wasn't very good. But King Miller, the running back there, he saved the day. 18 carries, 129 yards and a touchdown. Uh, that's pretty good. That's not bad. 18 carries, a lot of carries for a back in the game. And I mean, when your quarterback's only completing 9 passes, what else are you gonna do, right? Like it's not like you didn't give him a chance. You threw the ball 23 times, right? So when you're completing 9 passes out of the 23, you gotta look to
Yeah.
big boy King there and say, hey, go eat, man, go eat, right? And
Well,
that's what they did, and he did.
yeah, it's just like the whose line is it anyways? Sometimes you just have to improv on the spot, and that's
Mm,
exactly what they did. And uh, thankfully for them, they found success with it. I know, obviously, USC is more of a mixed bag team when it comes to running
mm.
or throwing. But yeah, if
Mm.
you're having a bad day with passing, then I guess you got to lean on your rushing, right? And
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened there.
and with Nebraska, I'm shocked almost 130 yards rushing because I mean he did I got 18 carries is quite a bit. That's like McCaffrey numbers we're talking now, right?
Yeah.
And he's how he is, but shout out Christian McCaffrey's the MCU GOAT MVP. But I forgot what I was saying. I started talking about my boy Christian McCaffrey, and I just
It's
lost my train of thought.
you
I'm
know what?
sorry.
His college play, his NFL play, is just so mesmerizing. I can't blame you. I can't.
Right, right. But yeah, the defense though. I thought they'd hold up a little bit better on Nebraska's defense, considering 9 for 23, right? 18
Yeah.
carries, 129 yards. I thought the rush they would blitz a little more. They would but instead they played a big conservative game. They played a big conservative game.
Yeah.
And
Uh, I did see the highlights. I saw that Nebraska had 4 fumbles in that game alone. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, that's it.
And maybe that's a factor of rushing the ball so much. Uh, but if you're gonna have that many fumbles, and
You only win in football games with 4 fumbles.
yeah, it makes it a harder job to win when
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
turning over that
Exactly.
much.
Exactly. Exactly. It's like I'm trying to think of a reference here to make fun of the Dallas Cowboys, but I can't do it because it's just I just can't do it. I got Christian McCaffrey on my mind. Can't do it. Do
As I said,
it.
mesmerized. Oh,
Mesmerized.
speaking of
But yeah,
mesmerizing, though, do you catch that Auburn game? Kentucky Auburn, mesmerizing
snooze.
all the bad ways.
Yeah, like the snooze fest. I caught that one. 10-3. Auburn, they lost.
Well, Auburn not only lost the game, but they also lost their head coach today.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yep. They
Hugh,
they fired him.
as
Hugh
Hugh,
Freeze gone.
so much for him being freeze, because
Freeze. I
yeah,
mean, they're paying him. I don't know if you want to get into it now, but they're paying him hefty buyout to not coach there anymore. So good
imagine
for
getting
Freeze.
paid to not do work
Yeah,
or not do your work.
not to your work. Hey, it's like being a city worker, right? You just get paid to do nothing. I'm
Hey,
just
hey,
joking. Shout out to all the city workers.
yeah.
Shout out,
I was gonna say there's probably some city workers watching this.
shout
We
them out. I'm joking around.
we apologize. But no, genuinely, he's getting paid, I think 15.8 million to
Yeah,
not vote.
15.8, 16 mil to not to do nothing. To go some I mean, I doubt anyone's gonna pick them up because they're like that loss, that was a rough loss. Um Auburn putting up 3 points to Kentucky is yeah, unacceptable to me is just an understatement there. Uh
Imagine being a college football fan and having that as your first game that you see,
no, I wouldn't
right? Like,
it'd be hard to watch again.
I don't think the retention would be all that much.
You putting up 3 points, you got 4 quarters. You put up not even a point a quarter. Like, you know what I mean? It's I don't know.
Who do you
It's
think
ridiculous.
would replace Freeze? Do you have any candidates in mind?
Out in Auburn, I like Kelly, Brian Kelly, guy from LSU, just got fired, old Notre Dame coach. Um, I like him as a coach. I just didn't think he fit in with LSU. Like I didn't think his
Yeah.
style and the way he was an LSU type guy, like LSU type thing. I think Auburn is kind of like I'm not comparing Auburn to Notre Dame, right? But I'm saying Auburn
Yeah.
is kind of like a school like Notre Dame. They're not like flashy. They don't have these like crazy unis, I don't think anyway. Or like, these like over the top 5-star recruits that are just Heisman's, but they're always grinding, right? And that's what Brian Kelly is. If he's a put your nose down into the dirt type football player, a football coach, excuse me. And I think he'd be great for Auburn. I think he should be the number one on their list for sure.
Now, this is not serious when I say this, but I was watching some good old Pat McAfee College Game Day.
Shout out Pat Mac.
Yeah. And we always see Nick Saban get offers from like random schools. There's no chance he's going to Auburn. If you're an Auburn, you never know, right?
They're paying Mr. Freezy over there $15.8 million to sit on the bench. Sit not even on the bench, sit at home on the couch.
Yeah, absolutely. So, long story short, outside of maybe that Auburn game, it was an exciting week in college football. Would you say so? Yeah. Especially that Freeze thing. It's going to send some shockwaves to the SEC. If anything happens, you can find it here at College Football Unscripted. Get that plug in. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, thank you so much for joining me here, Anthony. That's all we got for you this week with CFB Unscripted. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, and any other platform you can think of, probably. There's been some big wins, upsets, and with that firing, maybe some scandals. Speaking of scandals, if you have any topics that you think might be controversial or that you want us to talk about next week, you can reach out to College Football Unscripted on our email at spice@cfbunscripted.com. You get that, Anthony?
Yep. SpiceCFBunscripted.com.
And while I got you here, where can the people reach you, Anthony?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, Total Sports _HQ. You can find me there. Just my unfiltered takes on some sports and some good old times with some people. So yeah, Total Sports _HQ on Twitter.
Total Sports _
HQ, yes.
HQ at on Twitter.
HQ, yes, sir, yes. On X, not even Twitter, it's X. Can't say Twitter anymore.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us this week. And feel free to join us next week when we discuss all the upcoming games. Have a good week. Bye.